Okay, Harmony back. And today we're going to look at the Empress and the Emperor. Um, they are the sort of symbol of, they represent the high level partnership. You know, they in today's world, they'd be considered the power couple. And we can think of various different people. Maybe if we look at certain celebrities, we can see the power couple represented. And yeah, so what I would definitely say to you here is the Empress is the mother, the wife, the nurturer. Think Mother Nature or nurture. So it's really letting you know that she has got the ability to nurture the best in with anyone around her. So whether it's her partner, whether it's her children, whether it's the people in the community, the Empress has the ability to give of herself. Now, one of the things that we sometimes forget, and this is what happens a lot with modern woman, the modern woman of today, is we give to everybody and we forget to give to ourselves. And the Empress can only be the Empress if she gives to herself first. Remember to feed yourself the oxygen first. You know that saying, if you get on an aeroplane, they say in the event of an emergency, feed yourself the oxygen first. And that's what the Empress represents. She is about nurturing not just other people around her, but giving to herself first. She understands that it's really important to be full. You know, her cup is full and flowing over, and she gives from the flowing over, not from the cup itself. Because she knows to do that, it means that very soon all their energy will be depleted. And you can see that around her, you can see that you have the 12 signs of the zodiac, which shows that she is, she's able to give to anyone. She's able to connect with any sign, any person. She has that ability to bring out the best in whoever's in front of her. She is a giver. She has the ability to turn lead into gold with her love, with her heart. And she is a very powerful companion or partner or wife to the Emperor. So the Empress is the ideal in a woman. So she's the standard that we all try to, reach, to attain. She covers all the things that, the woman of substance would represent. So that's what I'm going to say there about her for now. And we want to bring in the Emperor. So the Emperor, what I like about the Emperor, the name the Emperor, is if you say it and think of the Emp hero, you see the word heroes in there, even though there isn't an H, but there is that feeling of he is the hero of not only his family, but the whole community. He rules. He gives, he has the ability to have the last word. He is very much in, he has integrity. He is a natural leader. He is the father, the husband, the community leader, or the businessman. And together with the Empress, he's able to give to her, and she gives to him. So these two represents the masculine and the feminine energy. And in every relationship, you need these two elements in order to bring out the best. because the two activate each other, and you bring it that what's revealed is the best within each of them. And so he obviously represents the masculine energy, and he's very focused. He can spend a long time planning and researching and getting things done. The Empress, she has the ability to do many things. If you notice, he's also got the sun signs around him, or elements, she's got the symbols, and he's got the animal representations around him. So that he has the ability, and like we said about the Emp hero, so he's out there, he is like his kingdom is the whole, is what we might call the nature of things. So when you look at the Emperor, you're seeing his nature. His nature is to rule. He has that power. He has the power of, he has his own little world, his own little kingdom, which when you say so above, so below. So together they have the ability to create heaven on earth. And in a reading, depending on what cards are surrounding any these two, if they come up in a reading, will tell you whether they are operating from their highest or their lowest natures. So that's what I would say there about the two of them. So as a couple, I would say if we're looking at power couples, you can think of various people that's out there in the celebrity, and how they sort of blend together. They have their own, because one of the things that's really important when people come into a relationship, they sometimes are looking for someone to complete them. Whereas with the Empress and the Emperor, they're already complete. She's already strong. She's already full. She doesn't need the Emperor to complete her. Together, they complement each other. They bring, strength, and, from each of what they bring to the table, they bring that, and together they create something even bigger. So they can operate very well by themselves, but together it becomes, a magical experience. And this is where you get, so above, so below, heaven on earth. And that's what we're aspiring, to, whether it's, in relationships, whether it's in, business. You need the masculine and the feminine energy there. There's a book called Think and Grow Rich, and they talk about, in one of the chapters, sexual transmutation. I think, I'm not sure, it might be, don't know if anyone can correct that in the comment if I said the wrong thing. But what he says is, for the man, for these high-powered bosses, CEO, what have you, they need the female, then the feminine energy in the office environment, in the corporate environment, it's not, because that's what allows them to become more creative. They feed off the creative energy of the woman. So, and if you look at adverts, there's always, the adverts that kind of bring in more revenue, always have females representing, and that's coming from the feminine energy, the Empress, or whatever standard they're sort of looking for. But it always goes back to the feminine principle, which the Empress represents in a very sort of powerful way. So so together, they're the original power couple, and they can do anything together. They can build, they can create their own world, their own mini universe, and he's able to take things and just spend time focusing, going off into his mind cave or what have you, and just focus and get things done and complete whether it's a big business conglomerate, or whatever it is. And then with the Empress, she's able to kind of be there, just be this energy that is able to take care of everyone around, and she's able to multitask and do many things, and she's very very well connected to the universe. She's emotionally able to feel. She's very empathetic, and she's very she has that natural intuitive ability. So the Emperor will go to her, and he'll have his big problem that he's thinking about, and he'll talk to her, and she may not say, oh, I've got the answer, but what she'll do is she'll just be that sanctuary where he just feels amazing, and then he's like, voila, I've got an idea. I know what to do. And it may seem as though her presence was insignificant, but really it wasn't. He couldn't have got that eureka just by being with friends. Yeah, he probably could, but it would have been in a different way. But it was by relaxing in her domain that brought out that amazing, gave him that result. He was able to, relax and allow the universe to really just present the idea. And it was all because, she created that amazing haven, for him. And what I want to say is, we are modern. We are in a modern time, the 21st century, and a lot of people, a lot of women might feel, well, it's all good and well, she's the Empress. That seems as though she's doing everything for this Emperor, but not really, because as women, striving to be your goddess self, because the Empress is also the goddess, is also, it's that part of us that is very powerful, very nurturing. It's the part of us that can make things happen. It's magical. It can change everything. Could change your life. And when you see these very powerful women out there, and they're striving and they're achieving, but they're not really doing anything. What we have to understand is, being a powerful woman is not about going for things the way a man would go for it. It's about understanding that you have, your work, your hard work is about the inner, the inner side, the inner world. Whereas for the Emperor, his hard work is for the outer, and then he comes to the Empress to relax in the, in her presence, because she is very comfortable in the inner world, and he feeds off that. And then for her, she feels protected by his ability to conquer the outer world. So yeah, anyway, this has gone on a little bit long. This is not what I was expecting, but what I want to say is, remember to subscribe. I'm going to be putting out more of these mini videos. Also, you can, I'll put links below to the group. We've got a Facebook group and a Facebook page where I'll be going into more depth of tarot and different things, spiritual information, to help you on your spiritual journey. And if you've got any questions, or if you disagree with what I've had to say, or you agree, please leave some comments. Please leave a comment below. And yeah, so that's what I'm gonna leave it at that for today. Might come back to this and do a more expanded version, or I might do do an expanded version over in the Facebook group, which you are welcome to go and check. Okay, thank you for listening and thank you for watching. Okay,